Welcome to State of Tech. Here's an application for your iPad as well as your iPhone and iPod Touch called photoxchange. Open photoxchange and it brings us into our main menu where I can view my library, import photos, view my profile, and do the settings in the top right hand corner. Tapping on the profile will show us our profile, and here we can see our name, email, and password. And if we tap edit in the top right hand corner, we'll be given the option of editing our name, email, and password, as these are going to be important features for using the FTP that we're going to show you here in the settings. Go ahead and come back out to the main menu, tap on the settings, and here you can see we have our IP address, we have our FTP domain, our username, password, home path, and even root directory. Now the IP address is going to be used to transfer photos back and forth between your local network. So if you're going to use a web browser, you can actually import photos directly into photoxchange using a web browser on your computer. Then the FTP username and password are what you're going to use if you'd like to actually access your photoxchange folders from your web browser. So keep these settings in mind when you're trying to do things like that. Come back out to the main menu, we're going to tap import. Here I can see photos that I've already imported through the web browser, and I can go ahead and select these and move them to whatever folder I would like to. But there is also an option of using the camera connection tool that you can get for the iPad from the Apple Store, or even using iFi cards. photoxchange is set up to see any Bonjour connected cameras on your network and be able to actually import photos as you take them and put them into your camera roll and then actually import them back into photoxchange. So now if we come into our library, here I can see all the photo albums that I currently have on my device. These are ones that I've set up inside the Photos app, but I can actually create some by tapping more in the top right hand corner. This will allow me to add an album, which will create an album on my Photos app and then sync it over to photoxchange. And I can also see my web folders. My web folders are going to be my FTP access. These are the folders that I've created on my FTP account. By default, with your photoxchange account, you get 250 megabytes for free. I can add a new folder, rename a folder, move it, and delete it up in the top of the menu. And if I tap details, it's going to show me all of the contents of that folder. And I can tap on an image, and I can even swipe through and view the different images. And notice even some of them have watermarks. I can add watermarks to any of these photos as I upload them, which I'll show you how to do here later. So we'll go ahead and come back out. And now in this menu, when I'm in the folder, if I tap more, you see I can copy URLs, check images, rename photos, delete photos, and even copy and paste photos in between folders. So that's a great way of managing your folders on the FTP account. Now let's come back into our photos. I'm going to go ahead and select one of my albums, and then I'm going to tap on as many photos as I would like. I could select the entire album, and I can select as little as one. So let's go ahead and start down here. I'll select these photos. And now I'll tap show. The show option is basically going to be me reviewing the photos before I upload them to any of my social networks. I can swipe through and I'm seeing these images in full resolution right here on my device. And I even have thumbnails down below that I can quickly jump to a photo if I'm looking to find that specific photo. Now, when I'm ready to, tap the share button, and here I can share with Facebook, Twitter, Dropbox, Google+, Pinterest, share via email, and even share it to my photoxchange webpage. Now if I tap share to photoxchange webpage, it's going to allow me to select 10 images at a time to upload to my FTP folder. So I'll select my 10. Notice when I select 10, it lets me know that I've got my 10 images, and if I tap on the watermark down in the bottom right hand corner, it's going to upload those photos with the watermark that we saw earlier when I was viewing my other photos. So now if I tap upload, I'll be able to select a folder or create a folder in the top right hand corner, tap upload, and it's going to ask me to confirm. I'll confirm, and now it's uploading those photos to my FTP server. This is great because if you're out in the field and you're tethering right here to your iPad, you'll be able to take those photos as you're shooting them and then upload them to your FTP server to make sure they're backed up in their high resolution images. Now that we're done, it brings me into my FTP folder where I can see all of the photos that I've recently imported right here at the top of the screen. Once again, this application is called photoxchange. If you like it, pick it up in the App Store for your iPad and iPhone.